Hello, chess aficionados. I bring to you an excerpt of First and Last Years of Paul Morphy. It seems a friend wrote this. It doesn't seem to be published, but I haven't researched that yet fully. Just letting you know that this is my favorite part of the 40 pages. There's one chance where he talks about Staunton that never accepted a match with him, always giving him the runaround. So that could be a little cowardice. He did mention a paragraph of what he thought about that later on in this particular memoir um, that a friend wrote. And this is what it says. This is my one of my favorite players is Paul Morphy, and I think he would have really been up there if he was here with us today, because he had such an artistic mind, as his mother was a musician and his father was a judge, and he has just the really the proper combination of things to deeply artistically see positions that nobody else did. I really liked what he said about his talent, and there it is. He said one time to his sister Helena. He never married, nor do we know if he ever had children too. So sometimes such prodigies of in life of different aspects, in this case chess, have not such normal course lives, and it seems that his was also that very sensitive creature, and who knows what he had to deal with in the Civil War era that he lived in, and also how he was treated in Europe. When you're very sensitive and you don't get the backing, and there are some mean people out there, it will affect the psyche, especially of a delicate artistic psyche. That just reading these excerpts make me see that he probably was of a delicate nature, and if that is not taken care of correctly, it's like an egg. If you squeeze it the wrong way, it will break. But if you try to squeeze it from the top to the bottom, it will not. It just depends what angle somebody, what I would say almost evil angle somebody went against him. And that, to the point that he, after coming back from Europe, he just stopped playing chess. There were, to me, deeper reasons of why he did that. Anyway, so he does say, my talent for chess is nature's work, not mine. Therefore, I have no more right to boast of it, and no more merit in being a good chess player than a woman for being beautiful. So look how the humility of what he did. He was rich in generosity, as truly great often are, and he never humiliated those who were below him in talent, knowledge, or social standing. He did come from a rich family. His father was a judge in Louisiana. And this indulgence towards presumptuous incipients was extreme, and his courtesy to all was refined, that it almost attained the proportion of a virtue, and in many cases became kindness. The following anecdote is an illustration of his noble-mindedness. During his sojourn in Paris, he was a frequent visitor at the house of an aged amateur, whose cordiality had won his heart, and whenever he played with his old friend Mr. Morphy, managed to so as to let him win on certain occasions, in such a way that the veteran of chess was never led to suspect that he owed his triumphs to his friend's complaisance. When so much later mentioned that fact to Mr. Morphy, adding, "Why on earth did you do such a thing?" he smilingly replied, "I knew that I was giving the dear old gentleman enough happiness for the rest of his days. My most brilliant victories have never afforded me such pleasure." Okay, this is let you give the mind of the goodness of this man, and how some people might have wanted to take advantage of him. Although gracious to men and chivalrous to women, he was on intimate terms with nobody, and unlocked the recesses of his soul to neither man nor woman. It is not probable that he was ever in love, and his serenity was certainly never disturbed by any idle amounts of or wild passion. His temperament was chaste, and his ideal exalted to a degree far above what humanity can give. To live without love seems an anomaly, and is not unusual with genius. It sees things in a different light, and often experiences dissatisfaction and disgust where others find enjoyment. Now I will give you another clue here of there is some interesting information in a different video that I will provide for you of how he felt about Staunton and also how he saw his game of chess. Just love how he explained how he played chess, but that's in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Au revoir.